Hello everyone. Welcome to new session of short series for class 6. Today we are going to discuss on the topic use of water in daily life and related function. Water covers 70% of our world. That's why Earth is known as water planet. But though it covers 70%, but still there is shortage of water. Why? Because 97% of water is ocean and sea water, which cannot be used by humans, human consumption. There is only 3% of fresh water available for us. So that's why, though Earth is known as water planet, but for human consumption, only 3% of water can be used. When we talk about human body, a human body is made up of 80% of water, approx 80% of water, in which brain consumes 90% of water, blood consumes 83% of water, and muscles consume 73% of water. And why water is necessary for the human body? Because it helps to maintain the temperature of the body, helps the transportation of nutrients. It also enables us to perform life's function. Now, per person, the average use is around 50 to 100 liters. It is 50 to 100 liters of water is consumed by a single person daily. These are used for drinking purposes, for agriculture purposes, for industries, and for transportation and recreation. Now, the universal solvent rule. There are two substances. There are soluble materials and there are insoluble materials. Soluble materials are those materials which can be dissolved completely in water, and insoluble materials are that cannot be dissolved in water. For example, when you see in kitchen, water, you dissolve salt in water, salt or sugar in water, so they get dissolved completely. And on the other hand, when you dissolve sand and oil in water, you can see that they don't get dissolved easily. So water has an ability to dissolve substances. Another fact about water, let's talk about density. Okay. So when you can see there are two cups here, one in which the egg is floating, and in this mug you can see that the egg is touching the ground. Why? It is because of the density. When an egg is dropped in a fresh water, the egg is denser and it gets sink in the water. And on the other hand, why here the egg is floating? Because the water has salt. Salt is added in the water and the water gets denser than the egg. So therefore the eggs floats. Now, the water is the only substance on the earth that has three states. That is the solid state, which is below 0 degrees Celsius, the liquid state, and the gaseous state, which is the above 100 degrees Celsius. So, water is a great shapeshifter. It can be found in three forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Now, let's talk about the life of water, the life cycle of water. It is known as, the term used for life cycle of water is hydrological cycle. Now let us see steps one by one. There are 4 steps that are included in the hydrogen cycle. First is evaporation. You can see here is C. water gets evaporated. This process of evaporating water is known as evaporation and transpiration. The water gets heats up and the water gets evaporated. Now, when it gets evaporated, it forms into these clouds. The water gets evaporated, it cools down and it forms clouds. This is known as condensation. Formation of cloud is known as condensation. Now, when the clouds become too heavy with the water, it drops back the fresh water into earth. This process is known as precipitation. This process is known as precipitation. And when this rainwater gets collected, it like the rivers, the seas, the ocean, it is known as collection of water, runoff, and percolation. It is. So there are four steps. First is evaporation, when the water gets heated up from the water bodies like ocean, lakes, and even in the plants. So they get evaporated. Then they become clouds. The process of formation of cloud is known as condensation. When the clouds get heavy, there is a rainfall, and this rainfall, the process of dropping water from the cloud is known as precipitation, and within water gets collected, it is known as percolation. Now you can see there are two images here. It is too much water, that is also not healthy, and when there is too little water, that is, when there is too much water, it leads to flood-like condition, and when there is too little water, it leads to drought-like conditions. So there should be a balance of water. Now it is our responsibility as a human that as the population is increasing, the demand of fresh water is also increasing. That leads to limited access of fresh water. We should act as a, not as like we are the only owner of the water. We should conserve water for our further generation also, because even though there is 80% of water available on the earth, but only 3% is fresh water. Now, how can we conserve water? First is rooftop harvesting, and second is groundwater recharge. And when we talk about rooftop harvesting, when it gets rain, the water that collects on roof is connected to a tank. When there is rain, all the water that gets collected on the roof, gets collected in, it is connected to a tank, and there all the rainwater gets collected. So that is rooftop harvesting. When we talk about ground recharge, there should be space through which the water can get into groundwater. So that will help us to recharge the groundwater. Every drop is a part of an ancient and endless cycle. We should not act as an owner, but as a stepwards, because we have to conserve water for the future generation also. Now let's move to MCQ. Question number 1. Approximately how much of Earth's surface is covered by water? Option number 1, 1/4. Option number 2, 2/3. Option number C, half. And option number D, 1/3. The correct answer is option number B, 2/3. Question number 2. Which process involves the less loss of water from plants in the form of vapor? Option number A, condensation. Option number B, precipitation. Option number C, transpiration. And option number D, evaporation. The correct answer is option number C, transpiration. Plants lose water vapor through small pores in leaves, that is known as stomata, and that process is known as transpiration. Condensation is process in which gas is converted to liquid. Precipitation is the process when there is rainfall. The process of water dropping from cloud is known as precipitation, and evaporation is when water gets heats up and it forms into water vapor to form clouds. That process is known as evaporation. So the correct answer is option number C. Question number 3. Why is rain from the salty ocean considered fresh water? Option number A, salts are converted into oxygen during the water cycle. Option number B, only water turns into vapor during evaporation, leaving salt behind. Option number C, the cloud filter the salt out through a chemical reaction. And option number D, rainfall is naturally treated with chlorine in the atmosphere. The correct option is option number B. Because the water gets evaporated and what is left behind? It is the salt. Salt does not get evaporated. Okay, so when the water gets evaporated, it forms cloud, and then there is precipitation. That means the rainfall. So even though the water gets evaporated from the sea, only the water is evaporated, not the salt. So that's why this water is known as fresh water. Question number 4. What is the alternate name for this water cycle mentioned in the source? Option number A, biological cycle. Option number B, precipitation cycle. Option number C, hydrological cycle. And option number D, atmospheric cycle. The correct answer is option number C, hydrological cycle. Biological cycle is related to the living cycle. Precipitation cycle is related to the rainfall. When the clouds gets heavy, it rains. So this process is known as precipitation. And atmospheric cycle is different. So the question was asked about water cycle, so it is the hydrological cycle. Question number 5. Which step in water purification involves settling heavy dirt particles at the bottom? Option number A, filtration. Option number B, chlorination. Option number C, sedimentation. And option number D, distillation. The correct answer is option number C, sedimentation. The question was about water purification. So the correct answer is option number C. In filtration, the process of filtration is about removing small particles. Chlorination is to kill germs. And distillation is a process of boiling. So the correct answer is option number C, sedimentation. Question number 6. If a substance is denser than the water, what will happen when it is placed in a container of water? Option number A, it will dissolve instantly. Option number B, it will float on the surface. Option number C, it will change its physical state. and option number D, it will sink to the bottom. The question was, if the substance is denser than water, then what will happen? Correct answer is option number D, it will sink to the bottom. Question number 7. Which of the following is a situation caused by a lack of rainfall for a long period? Option number A, flood. Option number B, drought. Option number C, precipitation. And option number D, transpiration. The correct answer is question number B, drought. Question number 8. What percentage of water in the human brain is consumed of water? Option number A, 73%. Option number B, 22%. Option number C, 90%. And option number D, 83%. The correct answer is option number A, 73%. Question number 9. Which term describes water that is safe for drinking? We have to talk about the term that is safe for drinking. Option number A, stagnant water. Option number B, saline water. Option number C, distilled water. And option number D, potable water. The correct answer is option number D, potable water. Stagnant water is unsafe to drink. When we talk about saline water, it is salty, and when we talk about distilled water, it is not used for drinking. So the correct answer is option number D, potable water. Question number 10. What is the boiling point of water? We have to talk about the boiling point of water. Option number A, 0 degree. Option number B, 100 degree. Option number C, 50 degree. And option number D, 32 degree. The correct answer is option number B, 100 degree. The water gets boiled at 100 degrees Celsius, and when we talk about 0 degree, it gets freezed. Question number 11. In the egg experiment, why does an egg float in salty water but sink in tap water? Option number A, salt water is denser than the egg. Salt water is denser than fresh water. The egg absorbs salt and becomes lighter. Option number D, the egg dissolves slightly in the salt. The correct answer is option number B. Salt water is denser than fresh water. That's why the egg floats in the salty water but sink in the fresh water or the tap water. Question number 12. Which process refers to the filtration of water into the soil to recharge the groundwater? Option number A, surface run water. Option number B, percolation. Option number C, evaporation. And option number D, condensation. The correct answer is option number B, percolation. Percolation means recharge of groundwater. Question number 13. Why is water called the universal solvent? Why is water called the universal solvent? Option number A, it can only dissolve solid substances. Option number B, it can exist in 3 states of matter. Option number C, it can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. Option number D, it is found everywhere on planet. Now, it is known why question was asked about why it is known as universal solvent, because it can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. So option number C is correct. Let's talk about option number A. It says it can dissolve only solid substances. Then why would we, if it dissolves only solid substances, then why would we call it universal solvent? Okay. So the correct option is option number C. Question number 14. Which form of precipitation consists of small ice pellets or falling ice? Option number A, sleet. Option number B, rain. Option number C, dew. And option number D, vapor. The correct answer is option number A, sleet. It is the frozen precipitation. Rain is in liquid form, dew are water drops on grass, and vapor is gas. Dew is water drop on grass, and rain is in liquid form. Ice pellets is option number A, sleet. Question number 15. What is the primary purpose of adding chlorine to municipal water? Option number A, to remove heavy dirt particles. Option number B, to make the water taste better. Option number C, to kill remaining bacteria and germs. Option number D, to clear the color of water. The correct answer is, why is chlorine added? To kill the germs and bacteria from the water. Question number 16. Which of the following is an example of an insoluble substance in water? We have to find the example of insolubles that cannot be dissolved in water. Question number 17. How does a flood disturb the supply of clean water? Option number A, increasing the salt content in rivers. Option number B, causing water scarcity and submerged land. Option number C, by stopping the process of evaporation. And option number D, by freezing the groundwater. Correct answer is option number B. Question number 18. Which technique involves collecting rainwater from rooftop for further use? Option number A, surface run water. Option number B, rooftop rainwater harvesting. Option number C, drip irrigation. And option number D, hydrological cycling. The correct answer is option number B, rooftop rainwater harvesting. Question number 19. What percentage of Earth's water is readily available as fresh water for human uses? Option number A, less than 1%. Option number B, 97%. Option number C, 70%. And option number D, 30%. Readily available. Question was asked about the readily available. So the correct answer is option number A, less than 1%. Question number 20. Water helps in which of the following body functions? Option number A, regulating body temperature. Option number B, transporting nutrients. Option number C, removing waste products. And option number D, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above, because it helps in body temperature also, it helps in transport nutrients also, and it also helps us to remove waste products. So the correct answer is option number D. Question number 21. What happens to water vapor as it rises high into the atmosphere? Option A, it turns into salt. Option number B, it cools and condenses into tiny droplets. Option number C, it disperses into space. And option number D, it turns into oxygen. The question was, what happens when water vapor rises high into the atmosphere? Correct answer is option number B. It cools and condenses into tiny droplets. Question number 22. Which of these is a major source of fresh water? Option number A, oceans. Option number B, seas. And option number C, groundwater. And option number D, all of the above. The correct answer is option number C, groundwater. These two are very salty, so they cannot be used. Therefore, this option also get cancelled. So the correct answer is option number C. Question number 23. Stagnant water can be harmful because it acts as a breeding ground for option number A, fish, option number B, algae, option number C, mosquitoes, option number D, useful bacteria. The correct answer is option number C, mosquitoes. Question number 24. Which method is most efficient for water conservation in agriculture? Option number A, artificial flooding. Option number B, drip irrigation and sprinklers. Option number C, stagnant water. And option number D, surface runoff collection. Correct answer is option number B, drip irrigation and sprinklers. Because this is used to reduce the wastage of water and it is most efficient. Question number 25. At what temperature does water freezes? Option number A, 100 degrees Celsius. Option number B, 32 degrees Celsius. Option number C, 0 degrees Celsius. And option number D, 10 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is option number C, 0 degrees Celsius. And at 100 degrees Celsius, water starts boiling. Question number 26. Which of the following best describes surface runoff? Which of the following describes surface runoff? Option number A, water seeping into the ground. Option number B, water flowing from mountains into water bodies. Option number C, water turning into gas due to heat. And option number D, water used for industrial cooling. The correct answer is option number B, water flowing from mountains into water bodies. This describes surface runoff. Okay. Question number 27. Which organ in the human body is mentioned as containing 73% of water? Which organ contains 73% of water? Option number A, brain. Option number B, bones. Option number C, muscles. And option number D, blood. The correct answer is option number A, brain. Question number 28. Which of the following is not a form of water? Not a form of water. Option number A, solid. Option number B, liquid. Option number C, gas. And option number D, mineral. Which of the following is not a form of water? Only there are three forms: solid, liquid and gas. So the correct answer is option number D. It is not a form of water. Question number 29. What is drought? What do you mean by drought? Option number A, overflow of water submerging land. Option number B, a condition of complete dryness due to lack of rain. The option number C, the process of water collecting in oceans. And option number D, the replenishment of groundwater. Drought is a condition where there is less water. If option number A, water submerging land, if the land got submerged in water, how it fulfills the criteria of less water? So this gets cancelled. A condition when there is complete dryness due to lack of rain. Option number B is correct. The process of water collecting in ocean, it is also wrong. And replenishment of groundwater. If there is replenishment, the groundwater level is being maintained, which which does not fulfill the criteria of drought, that is less water. So this also gets cancelled. So the correct answer is option number B, complete dryness due to lack of rain. Question number 30. Which of these is a daily use of water in the industrial sector? Use of water in the industrial sector. Option number A, photosynthesis. Option number B, cooling machine. Option number C, drinking for hydration. And option number D, transpiration. The correct answer is option number B for cooling machines. When we talk about option number A, it is the process used by plants. Drinking for hydration, for industrial use, no, this option gets cancelled. And for transpirated, it is also when the water gets evaporated from the leaves. So this is the process where water gets evaporated from the leaves. This also gets cancelled. So the correct answer is option number B.